All right, this is an extra freeform rock podcast after show because I had to get this cool chick on because she rules. Naomi, man, how you doing, man? How you doing? Talk to us.
Uh,
Come on,
I-
say something. You talk more in Messenger. Come on, get some shit out. You're with a brother here, so you could talk shit, talk shit. Come on. You're
conversation's never been my strong suit.
oh
You
God.
have to give me, you have to give me something to go on.
I'm gonna give you something going. Talk about the state of music these days. What do you think about it, man?
State of music. Uh, um. Oh shit. Let me go get my charger. My laptop's about to die.
What's all right? She's all charged up now, man. What do you think about the state of music, Naomi?
Um. I mean, there's, people are still putting out really good music, in my opinion. There are also some people that are putting out absolute shit. Um, like uh I watched a bit of an award show for Twitch recently, and this kid was rapping about Fortnite. I'm just I only caught like maybe a minute, maybe less, and I was like, I'm out of here. Like, what are you doing?
Fortnite?
He had to be like, a young 20 something or a teenager.
Oh my God, Fortnite? Rapping
Yes.
about Fortnite.
Yeah.
It's like I like rap from like 80s to like what, 95? I thought it was good. Beastie Boys are always great. Run DMC was always great for me. Ice Cube, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, his first two albums. But rapping about Fortnite? Eminem, I liked Eminem
Yeah.
too. I liked Eminem too. Rapping about Fortnite? What is this fucking shit? Is they don't have nothing to talk about?
Yeah, there's so much more like you can make music on like really?
Fortnite? It's like I'm
Yeah.
sitting here trying to listen to these new bands like Sunflower Fox and the Chicken Leg. Really,
What?
well, yeah, the
Oh
name
yeah,
is
the
weird, right?
outlandish names they come up with.
Yeah, but do you like 70s heart?
Andy's heart.
Like Crazy on You, Barracuda?
Um, I don't think I've ever heard of them. I
Oh,
have listened to some 70s.
you never heard of Heart? You never heard, ooh, Barracuda. The fucking like the one of the best riffs of all time that metal took to.
Huh, I'll have to listen to it later and I may have. I've listened to
Oh,
so much stuff that
Barrac, you're a woman. You would love Ann Wilson's lyrics on that shit. She's talking about being a woman. And it's like, ooh, Barracuda, you know. Talk about men fucking her up. And then crazy on you is I'm crazy on you. Get crazy, crazy on you. Oh my God. Her voice is like light in the dark. It's like she's really mellow and she could just hit those high notes. It's like, you like Pat Benatar?
Oh yes, I know her. Yeah,
You know
I
Pat
love
Benatar, but
Heaven.
you don't know Hart and Wilson. You don't know like I want to know what love it. No, not that song. That's fucking another song. But what about love? Or
Oh, what about Love? I've heard that.
what about love? Or that one song, Alone with the piano. Alone, you know. Well,
Yeah.
that was their 80s stuff, but their 70s stuff, it's like Barracuda, Crazy on You, Little Queen. It's like these are women who inspired the women to fucking just come out with their shit and just
Mhm.
say, fuck men. And even though they had men backing them in that band, they were writing what they felt. It's like Heart was like you had Ann and Nancy Wilson, the two sisters in the band. Ann is a killer acoustic player, because killer guitar player. They made Led Zeppelin cry when they inducted them into the honors of like some DC thing where they
Mhm.
did what was it? They did Stairway to Heaven, and Robert Plant says he doesn't like anybody covering their songs, but Ann Wilson made him cry singing it.
Oh wow,
Yeah, it's like
that's amazing.
you never heard Heart.
Like I said, if I probably have, but like there's so much music that I've heard the song, but I don't know the artist. And then I hear the song like years later, I'm like, oh, this is who did it? Okay. Okay.
I agree with that because there's some things I heard that I didn't get into later. Heart is ingrained in me. It's like I love women vocals. I had a single mom. So I went to women in rock a lot, like Lita Ford, Anna Wilson, Pat Benatar, and now you got Lizzie Hale, you got
Yeah.
Taylor Momsen, the Pretty Reckless. I love Dorothy. I love these women. Lucifer. Have you heard Lucifer?
Yes.
Oh God, those vocals are just they get so underlooked because you got singers like Steve Perry, Robert Plant, these singers, and then the female singers get fucking discounted and it's fucked up.
Yeah. It's still a very male dominant world out there, but we're slowly, you know, making our stand, in history.
That's awesome because women singers got that fucking range and they don't lose it. Well, unless you're Glenn Hughes. Glenn Hughes or Steven Tyler, but Steven Tyler had some vocal surgery. But Glenn
Yeah.
Hughes, that guy could still sing at 70. God damn.
Yeah.
You know who Glenn Hughes is?
Glenn Hughes, I think so. I think so.
Deep Purple with David Coverdale,
Yes,
like
yes.
Burn, and he's also in Black Country Communion later. He has some solo albums out. He's a great vocalist, and we're like looking at him. He's like 70 something. How the fuck is he hitting these high notes? When you got what's his name? Joe Elliott. He can't hit those high notes in Def Leppard anymore. It's like you got Vince Neil. He can't sing anymore.
Oh wow.
It's like, have you heard Vince Neil lately?
No, I don't think so.
I saw them on a stadium tour with Def Leppard, Joan Jett, and Poison. Poison was amazing. I don't know if you like Poison. I love Brett Michaels. I love CC DeVille. I love Bobby Dahl, and I like Ricky Rocket. They did look like chicks, but they were ugly chicks on that first album. I knew they were men. Everybody else said they were jacking off to them. And I'm going, why? They look like ugly chicks. Do you know Poison? Do you know about Poison?
I've heard of Poison, yes.
You're Talk Dirty to Me, Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
Yes.
Yeah, that stuff. Read the lyrics. The lyrics are pretty damn good. They ain't bad. They're pop, metal, but they ain't bad. But what is your favorite artist out there, Naomi?
Uh,
What makes you like you want to go like you're in a sad mood, but you gotta hear this artist to make you feel better?
uh, I've been mostly listening to Avatar. They're a band out of Sweden.
Yeah. I love a lot of bands out of Sweden. Well, I like Norway bands too. Like
Mm.
I think Europe is from Sweden. I don't like ABBA. Uh I can't stand ABBA. But I like Europe. I think Norway, Aha. I like that Swedish stuff. They have a lot of stuff like the Sunset Strip coming out of Sweden right now, like Heat, Eric Grönwall, he's in Skid Row now.
Hmm.
Great Swedish singer. There's a lot of good music coming out of Sweden right now. Why is America so fucked up with the music taste? Why do they always go for what is hip now? Why can't they just look and say, hey, this Cardi B sucks? Fuck, they got the Rival Sons. They got these bands coming out. They got Dorothy. They got Hailstorm. all these newer bands that fucking kick ass, but they're not listening to them.
Yeah, I know. I think rock and metal still, I don't know, is like the misfit child, you know, so to speak. You know, uh I think if more people promote rock and metal, I think more people will get into it, you know, and say fuck you to hip hop and the other stuff.
Well, there's a lot of good hip, not
Oh
today.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
good hip hop, but like there's a lot of trash out there too.
Yeah, listen to Scribble. Scribble's a really good hip hop artist. He's old school hip artist. He likes Limp Bizkit, and that's okay. I hate that band. God, do you like Limp Bizkit?
Um, I haven't listened to much of their newer stuff, but I like a bit of their older stuff.
The older stuff I didn't like. I didn't like Nuki and stuff like that. I thought it was just like, ugh. I like the Beastie Boys.
Mm.
I love the Beastie Boys. I fucking love Run DMC, Ice Cube, LL Cool J, the older stuff, you know. But then they get this shit like Kendrick Lamar. I just don't get it anymore. It's just, it sucks to me. Have you heard
I
Kendrick
can see it.
Lamar?
Uh, I like I said, I may have heard them. You know.
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar is like, he's like very, Dr. Dre talks a lot of, you know, Dr. Dre, right?
Yes, I do.
You know, NWA, you know, those bands, right?
Mm.
It's like they were coming out and telling you straight out of Compton shit. It was fucking fuck the police, fucking shit like that. But fucking, we're a rock show. We're not a hip hop show. But I want to know what bands, new bands that are coming out that you have hope for rock and roll and metal.
Um, I mean, uh, what got me into watching Twitch was this show called Space Zebra, and uh, their whole premise was bringing on unsigned bands and giving them a platform to uh put their music out there, and you know, they would hold these contests like Battle of the Bands sort of thing,
Nice.
and they would you know, we would watch music videos that they made, and then it would uh when we got down to the last like quarter people, they would perform live for us, and the winner would end up performing at one of the major Danny Wimmer presents festival shows, like Aftershock, Louder Than Life, or what's the other one?
M3,
No, Florida.
Rocklahoma.
Uh, no, this one takes place in Florida.
I don't know that one in Florida. I just
Yeah.
know my friend Joseph Staub has been on this show a lot of times. He got to see Kicks a lot in M3, and that pisses me off. I love that band. Have you heard of Kicks?
Hicks, I think so. Like again, if I have, it's been a while, probably been a while, and I didn't know it was them.
Yeah, they had like what? No, whoa, 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 ring around rose. Yeah, bad. You know, it's they weren't hair metal. They were just fun rock and roll. You know, it's like they had that fucking song "Don't Close Your Eyes," which was a ballad, a huge hit for them. But they, if you read the lyrics, it's about suicide. It ain't a
Oh.
ballad. It's it says, "Don't close your eyes, don't say goodbye." You know, Steve Whiteman, he is like the vocal coach of Lizzie Hale, if you know Hailstorm.
Mm.
So he's the vocalist of that band, and they just called it quits. So I will never get to see them live, which fucking sucks for me.
No.
Yeah, they called it quits because he said he's getting old. He wants to quit. He ain't Kiss. He ain't gonna keep going out there and using tapes. You know, he's gonna fucking quit at like Rush, my favorite band, Rush. Neil Peart, Jerry is Peart, not Pert. Uh, he said his arms were getting tight. He wanted to, he wanted to go out on top. What they did that last tour, and they said, "Hey, we might come back, we might not." They didn't do like a. I couldn't get there at the last show at the LA Forum. Get sold out. I did see the tour before that, Clockwork Angels, which was awesome because it's the first time they had other like different musicians on stage with them, where they
Hmm.
had like people playing the oboe and stuff for some songs off Clockwork Angel that needed strings. That was fucking cool as fuck. Um, but they didn't do that obligatory, hey, we're leaving, like Scorpions, Kiss, all these bands that said Ozzy did no more tours, you know. But he came back after that plenty of
Yes.
times. Ozfest, he was there. He was with Black Sabbath. He was doing so. It's like the store I saw when I used to live up in Victorville, California. It said going out of business for 6 years. They never went out of business. You go in
Yeah.
that store and the prices were hell is fucking high. I think it's just the fucking people say, "Hey, we're done." No, you're not. I hope Kiss, I hope Kix does that. And I hope I know Rush did it, so that'd be amazing. I just wish bands would tell us the truth. But I want to know, what is your favorite band of all time, Naomi?
Uh, all time, jeez. I mean, like I'd have to go with Avatar still. I've liked a lot of bands over the years, but I
You
don't know,
need to
this is
send
the
me some links for them so I need to listen to them. I never heard of
yeah,
them.
yeah. Um,
Post them in our group, post them in the free form, like I said on the last podcast and video. I want you guys to post shit I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
And also make a comment, say, hey, check out this band. What do you think? Because people answer questions more than they do you just post a video.
Yeah. I don't know, it was the first band that like really spoke to me. And I think let's see. I don't know. I've known about them for let's see. Uh which album came out when? Since Feathers and Flesh.
I have no idea
I
about
think
this
that's
band, so
the
you need to
yeah, I
send it
think
to
it's
me.
the one before Avatar Country came out. But yeah,
Avatar. I need to check them out. Send me some links, post that in
yes,
the
I will.
freeform rock
Definitely.
podcast community. Ask people what they think about it.
Yes.
Because I figured out if you just post videos and don't ask a question, nobody will comment. So
Yeah.
I like interaction. I want to interact with all of you. The other two co-hosts are busier than I am for some reason. I will interact with you, know me. I will give you say something, I will reply. I'm always trying to give you guys interaction. I'm always trying to be there for you. I love all you guys. I love all you're my family. So I'm there for you. Be there for me. Just be there, man. Just let's talk about music. Let's fucking because music rules. Because without music, I think life would suck.
Oh, it definitely would.
It's like what
Definitely would.
it's like I love movies, but
Mm.
I always put music above movies. It's like
Yes.
because I could get more music than I could get movies. It's like I'm sitting there listening to an album and I go, like the new Black Crowes albums, Happiness Bastards. Fucking the new Judas Priest came out, Invisible Shield. Great fucking albums, but I'm like going, fuck, Judas Priest has released like albums like here like a lot. But the Black Crowes have released an album in 20 years, and I'm sitting there listening to a riff of waiting and wanting a down, 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 down. It's just playing in my head. I love
Mm.
Judas Priest. I love the last four albums they released, but the Black Crowes haven't released an album in 20 years. And it's like in the 90s, they
Yeah, I
were
know.
different.
It's weird, when bands like go on hiatus and then you all of a sudden hear that they're about to put out a new album. You're like, wow, after like this long, what happened? You
It's
know?
like, it's like, God, you like Guns N' Roses?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like Alter Bridge?
Alter Bridge, I'm not sure I heard it. I may have heard of
Have,
them.
have you ever heard Slash, Miles Kennedy, and the Conspirators?
Slash the guy that wears the top hat.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
he's the
curly.
Guns N'
Yep.
Roses guitar player. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Okay.
has he has solo albums with
Hmm.
Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators. They have four
Hmm.
albums out.
Hmm.
Great albums. And then you got Alter Bridge. You ever heard of Creed?
Previous.
Okay. Alter Bridge is Creed without Scott Stapp. It's with Miles Kennedy, who is in Slash, Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators. A lot of people don't like his voice. A lot of people like give him shit. I saw them in concert over a year ago, and I was like, oh my God. This guy could sing live, he could hit those high notes. And he got Mark Tremonti of Creed, guitar player of Creed. He's on fucking guitar. That guy loves metal, hard rock. And people give Creed shit because of Scott Stapp, his voice, and kind of he became an alcoholic, and they thought he was disingenuous, what with arms wide open and shit.
Hmm.
Again, I got the new Scott Stapp album. I got the Alter Bridge albums. I love Scott Stapp. I love Alter Bridge. I love Miles Kennedy. And I'm gonna send you some stuff from Slash and Alter Bridge. That guy's voice, and people say, well, when he was the Slash, he's trying to sound like Axl. No, he fucking doesn't. He does not sound like Axl Rose. He has 100% better voice than Axl Rose. I got Axl Rose made three good albums. Alter Bridge has made five or six. Slash has made four with Miles, and then he had a solo album which he had Fergie on. You know Fergie?
Yes.
Okay, he had Fergie with the where he had a solo album, and that's when he brought Miles Kennedy on two songs on that Slash solo album. And he said, man, this guy rules. So he made a band with him called Slash with Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators. Again, I saw Alter Bridge live and I saw Slash with Miles Kennedy live. They both rule. I don't know why Slash stays on one side of the stage, though. Come to my side. You were always on the left. Come to the right. you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
it's
Move
like,
around the stage a bit.
yeah, Mark Tremonti was all over the stage with Alter Bridge. But I remember that night well because it's been a year since I saw Alter Bridge, almost a year, where I was there. I got knocked down by some drunk. And the next day I went to go get my like TSA pass so I don't have to go through the take my shoes off and shit to go to Hawaii with my wife. And the next day I went and got that. I got In-N-Out Burger here in California. Came home and 5 o'clock I was going to go do a podcast. With my friend Andy Rodriguez from Black Spinner Podcast. And I couldn't walk.
No.
I was like, what the hell happened? My back, I was out of work for 5 months.
Oh,
I
jeez.
had to have surgery. I had my fucking sciatic. I had a bone on the sciatic nerve.
Oh.
Yeah, but you know what I did? I fucking crawled into this room right here that I'm at now
Yeah.
because when I sat or lay down, I was okay. I did Andy's podcast. I did freeform. I did BS sessions when I couldn't fucking walk. It's like, I don't fucking care. I will work it. I wasn't in pain when sitting here. Just when I walked out of this office right here, I was in
Yeah.
pain. Have you ever listened to Rush, Naomi?
Rush. I believe I've listened to some of Rush. Yeah.
Okay, when I was a kid, I was a bullied kid in school. This is a music show, but we talk about our
Yep.
personal feelings here. I was a bullied kid in school, and then I'm watching this video on MTV called Subdivisions, the song, which Neil Peart wrote the lyrics, Spaghetti Lee is singing, and he goes, subdivisions in the high school halls, in the shopping malls, be cool or be cast out. If you're a bully kid and you're saying, They're telling me be cool or be cast out. Any escape can help the attractive truth of the suburbs have no charm to soothe the restless dream of youth. You're thinking about, they're speaking to me. They're telling me, hey, you know what? These fucking bullies are fucking assholes, but we are here for you in our music. It's like I'm crying under my sunglasses right now because
Mhm.
that song just made a lot to me. And then their lyrics, it's like I've never read a lyricist besides the Beatles, Paul McCartney and John Lennon, that
Yep.
have affected me so much. Like everybody asks me, what's your favorite group, Mark? What's your favorite Mark group? I gotta go Beatles, Rush. And they go, why can't you pick one? There ain't no fucking way I could pick over the Beatles or Rush.
Oh.
They affected me the
That's why
same
I don't
way.
like type of question. What's your favorite? Because there are just times where you just can't pick one favorite. You know?
Yeah, but I could pick Rush and the Beatles.
Yeah.
I can't pick one because my favorite when I was seven in 1976 or 77, when I turned 7 years old, I got two records. I got Foreigner Double Vision. I got the Beatles, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Like, and if you listen to Foreigner, they are totally Beatles influence on Double Vision. The Beatles, without the Beatles, we wouldn't have Black Sabbath. We wouldn't have any of these bands that we love today. The Beatles changed Elvis. No, yeah, the Beatles Elvis and Chuck Berry influenced the Beatles, but the Beatles influenced everybody after that, and still today influence Taylor Swift. Everybody you got out there right now is from the Beatles.
Mm.
What do you think about that? Do you like the Beatles?
Yes, I do.
It's like you got metal from the Beatles.
Yes.
Even Ozzy and Tony Iommi said, without the Beatles, there would have been no Sabbath. And who invented metal? Black Sabbath, right? You like Black Sabbath.
Yes, I do.
You like Ozzy.
Of course.
That rules. You know what? Another regret I have, I've never seen Ozzy Osbourne live.
Really?
Have
Wow.
you?
I've never been to a concert ever, so
Oh God, you got to move to California. I'll take you to a lot of concerts, man. That is my hobby. God dang, I just finally saw Living Color with Extreme with Living Color. Gary Sharon, I think he had a cold. He was okay. But dude, fucking the singer of Living Color, Corey Glover. Oh my God, that guy fucking hit the notes. Cult of Personality, Glamour Boys. Everybody says it's a gay song. I like it. Have you ever heard Living Color?
I think I have. I'd have to
He
listen
goes,
to it again.
I'm
Oh,
the cult of personality. That riff by Vernon Reed. It's like, Extreme. Have you ever heard Extreme?
probably
Have you heard More Than Words?
doesn't sound familiar to
He
me.
goes, more than words. It's or Wholehearted. They have an album called Porno Graffiti, which that song, More Than Words, made them famous. They had that huge hit. But if you listen to the whole album, it's like sexual funk. It's like Susie wants her all day. What? It goes, Susie wants her all day. Sucker. And then the background vocals go, Susie wants her all day. What? They're like questioning the first lyrics of that. Or you have Porno Graffiti, title song. And then you have bands like Mr. Big. You ever heard Mr. Big?
Yeah, yes.
You know what their famous song is?
No, I don't.
To Be With You.
Hmm.
It's acoustic. All I wanna do is be with you.
Mhm.
Eric Martin, beautiful voice. You have that, you have the freaking, you got the guy from Billy Sheenan from David Lee Ross, fucking Eat 'em and Smile. You know that album? Eat 'em and Smile? You like Van Halen?
I do. There's so much like that I do know about, but haven't like listened to much of their music.
Have you heard the Van Halen debut album with Running with the Devil, Janie's Crying, Eruption?
I think I've heard a couple of those songs. I don't think I've listened to the whole album.
Oh my God, I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna, you've got to listen to the debut of Van Halen. That album, without that album, you wouldn't have the guitar wankery of the 80s. Eddie Van Halen inspired, it's like Jimi Hendrix, Eric Clapton. Eddie Van Halen superseded them. It's like that guy, you know how you have the solos, right? You go, yeah, but the guy without his rhythm playing would not accentuate those solos that Eddie did. It's like, have you heard Wolfgang Van Halen, WVH Mammoth?
Yes.
Okay, that's his son.
Yes.
Okay, Eddie Van Halen is the guy who got me in. Them and Def Leppard Pyromania got me into metal. And back then in '77, Van Halen's debut album was metal. Kiss, Destroyer, whatever album that came out before that was American heavy metal. You know, Metallica came in with thrash with Kill 'Em All, but before that, that was metal. Black Sabbath was metal. I know you need. I don't want to say this because my ex co-host said I always say you need to listen to this, but I have to say, Naomi, you need to listen to the first debut album from Van Halen.
Uh,
You need to listen to Atomic Punk. Oh my, Van Halen too. Don't listen to You're No Good, the cover of Linda Ronstadt. Listen to fucking DOA, Dirty Face Punk in the garbage can. David Lee Roth. Fuck, do you like AC/DC with Bon Scott?
yes.
You like fucking Power Age and If You Want Blood, You Got It live shit. If you want Highway to Hell.
Yeah.
Okay. You need to listen to Van Halen 1, 2. You need to listen to every Van Halen with David Lee Roth. You probably won't understand the Sammy Hagar 5150 above, but Van Halen with David Lee Roth is the true Van Halen. And you know, he doesn't have the greatest voice. You like punk rock and metal and thrash, right?
Yes.
It's David Lee Roth right there. You got Running with the Devil. You're Running with the Devil.
Yes.
Running with the those background vocals by Michael Anthony on there, those rhythm by God damn. There is not a greatest debut album ever. I don't like Rush's debut album. Van Halen, Van Halen is the greatest, even above Black Sabbath. Black Sabbath is the greatest debut album of all time, in my opinion. That it's just a great album. Have you ever heard Fair Warning by Van Halen?
No, I
You
don't think I
never heard
have.
Unchained?
I don't think I have either now.
Dirty movies like Daily Ross talking, remember when that girl was prom queen? And it's talking about she became a porno star. But
Oh, geez.
he's like talking about, remember when that girl was prom queen? Or fucking you heard Hot for Teacher, haven't you?
I don't I don't think so either.
That is the greatest music video of all time, probably for prepubescent kid males. It's still the best video. It's like, I forgot my pencil. Give me something to write on, man. He's like talking like that shit. And he's got this nerd in there called Waldo. And he's like screaming at the bus. And they got these little kids that look like Van Halen as when they were in high school. And then the original, and then Eddie Van Halen is on in the library playing that solo or Hot for Teacher, just playing it, walking down the table, looking cool as fuck. And his fucking Waldo's like at the end of the table. My God, have you heard Jump?
Maybe.
Oh God, Naomi, I love you so much. I hope I get you into hope I get you into the Roth Van Halen. His solo albums, Eat 'Em and Smile, great album with Steve Vai, Billy Sheehan on bass, great album. But after that, he went downhill. Fucking the 6 pack of Van Halen, even Diver Down, which is a lot of cover songs on there. The original songs were awesome. It's just like something you've never, like in 77, you're like, what the fuck is this eruption? Eddie Van Halen is going, he has his brother, Alex Van Halen, is the drummer. It's like a twin, they're brothers in this band. You got Michael Anthony on bass, got David Lee Roth on vocals. I'm gonna send you 1983 US Festival, Van Halen at the US Festival when David Lee Roth was drunk as fuck, talking shit about the Clash, saying I'm drinking whiskey. We ain't the Clash, man. Fucking putting down the Clash because they got caught drinking iced tea in a Jack Daniels bottle. But Naomi, I love you so much, man. You're fucking awesome, man.
Thank you.
You're fucking awesome. And I hope I get you into bands you don't. I hope you get me into bands I don't like. Send me some fucking music. I'm gonna send you Van Halen with David
Yes.
Lee Roth. If you don't like it, I don't know. I'll still love you. But I know David Lee Roth doesn't have the best voice of all time. I know Sammy Hagar technically is better. I do love the Sammy Hagar albums. I got both box sets, the original and the Sammy box sets right there on vinyl. But there's nothing like David Lee Roth Van Halen. Ian Wally from the Rock and Metal podcast is saying, fuck yeah. Because he hates Sammy. If you ever have you ever listened to the Rock and Metal Combat podcast?
No.
Oh yeah, they hate Sammy. All right, man. You're a beautiful sister. I love you. Anything else you want to say on this show?
Uh, Not really.
Not really. But you will be on an episode of Freeform Audio. So
Yes.
uh, I can't wait to do that. RTZ is coming up. So, man, you rock. Thank you for being on here. You
Thank you for
rule.
having me.
Oh, God, I'll have you every time you want to be on here. You rule. Let's get the fuck out of here, man. Take it
All
easy,
right.
Naomi. Later.
Okay, you too. Bye.
Bye.